I still remember the day Ada fell down the stairs, bleeding from her head. Mama Joy screamed so loud, people rushed in from the street. She cried, held Ada's tiny body, and shouted, "My daughter! My daughter!" But only I saw what really happened. Only I saw her push Ada. My name is Chika. I lived with the family for 4 years. I was the housemaid, but more like a shadow, always in the background, cleaning, watching, hearing things no one thought I heard. It started small. A slap here, a harsh word there. Always when Oga wasn't around. Oga, Mr. Emmanuel, was a gentleman. He married Mama Joy 2 years after his first wife died. Everyone said he was lucky to find love again. Mama Joy was beautiful, well-spoken, always smiling. She wore lace and gold and had a soft voice that melted hearts. But Ada, his daughter from the first marriage, did not know love in that house. She was just 7 when I arrived. Quiet. Always reading or hugging her late mother's wrapper. She missed her mother badly. Mama Joy hated that. She would twist her mouth and say, "Must you always carry that dirty cloth like a mad child?" When Oga was home, Mama Joy changed. She cooked Ada's favorite food, kissed her forehead, called her my baby. But once Oga stepped out, her voice became thunder. She would lock Ada in the storeroom for hours. No food. No water. "This is how to train a stubborn child," she would say. I tried to help sometimes, sneaking bread, water, a wrapper. But if Mama Joy caught me, she would beat me too. She said I was trying to turn Ada against her. Oga traveled a lot for work. Sometimes 2 weeks. Sometimes 1 month. That was when the house turned into something else. Mama Joy made Ada wash all the clothes, hers, Oga's, mine. The water would soak Ada's fingers till they wrinkled. One night, she made her kneel in the backyard for so long, mosquitoes turned her legs into bumps. The next morning, Mama Joy rubbed lotion on them and took a picture for Facebook. "She's growing so fast," she wrote in the caption. The comments were full of, "Beautiful girl, God bless her," and "You're such a good stepmother." I wanted to reply. I wanted to say the truth. But who would believe a maid? That evening, it rained. Oga had traveled again. Mama Joy was in a bad mood. She had lost money to some online thing. Ada asked if she could eat the leftover rice. Just that small question. Mama Joy pushed her down the stairs. Ada's body rolled like a rag doll. Blood came out of her head. My hands were shaking. I ran to her, but Mama Joy screamed before I could touch her. People rushed in. Neighbors. Passers-by. Mama Joy cried louder than everyone else. "She slipped. She slipped," she said. But I knew what happened. And Ada, barely conscious, looked straight at me. They took Ada to the hospital. Oga flew back the next day. Mama Joy cried on his chest and said she blamed herself. "I should have washed her more," she sobbed. Oga believed her. Why wouldn't he? But Ada survived. Her head was stitched. She stopped talking though. Silent. Distant. Until one night, she whispered to me, "I want to go to my real mommy." I cried. That was when I knew something had to be done. I started writing everything down. Dates. Times. What Mama Joy said. What she did. Even the neighbors started whispering that things didn't look right. I knew I had to gather proof. I didn't know how, but I knew truth has legs. And then something happened. Something I never expected. It was a Saturday. Mama Joy left the house in a hurry to attend a wedding. She told me to mop the sitting room and warned me not to enter her room. But she forgot to lock it. I waited 10 minutes, just to be sure she had gone far. Then I went in. Her room smelled of strong perfume and dusting powder. I had never seen it so close. The bed was neatly made, and a brown wrapper was folded beside her pillow. But it was the drawer beside her bed that called me. I pulled it slowly. Inside were papers, envelopes, and a small black book. I opened the book. It wasn't for prayers. There were names written in it. Mine. Ada's. Even Olga's. Next to our names were dates. Some had marks. Some had words in red ink like ban, silence, and witness. My heart started beating fast. Beneath the book was a tiny white container with some powder inside. It smelled bitter, sharp. I didn't know what it was, but I knew it wasn't for cooking. Suddenly, I heard the gate creak. I dropped everything, arranged the drawer the way I found it, and ran out through the back door. But I couldn't forget what I saw. Something was not normal. Mama Joy wasn't just wicked. She was planning something. That night, Ada woke up screaming. She kept pointing at the wall. "She's here. She's here." I rushed to her room. Olga came running too. Mama Joy came last, pretending to look confused. "Maybe she's still sick," she said softly, rubbing Ada's back. Ada flinched. After that night, Ada began to write things instead of speak. She passed me a note once that said, "She wants to kill me. Before Daddy finds out." I kept the note. I added it to the book I was building. I started recording short voice notes on my small phone. Anytime Mama Joy shouted or said something strange when Olga wasn't around, I recorded it. I didn't know what I would do with them yet. But I knew one day, someone would need to hear it. Then one day, something strange happened. Mama Joy entered Ada's room at night. I saw her from the kitchen window. She stayed there for a long time. The next morning, Ada couldn't walk well. She just sat in bed, holding her stomach. I asked what happened. She whispered, "She gave me something. It burned." That was when I knew this was no longer just wickedness. This was something deeper. Something evil. The next week, a woman came to the house. She said she was Mama Joy's sister from the village. But she didn't look like a sister. She wore long black clothes, didn't smile, and didn't speak to anyone except Mama Joy. At night, I heard them talking in low voices. Chanting. The smell of something burning. I peeked through the keyhole. I saw smoke. A candle. And Ada's picture in a calabash. My hands went cold. I knew what I had to do. Olga loved Ada. You could see it. Even though Mama Joy tried to make him believe Ada was a troubled child, he still cared. One day, I found courage. I waited until Mama Joy left for church. I went to Olga and said, "Sir, please. I need to show you something." He looked at me like I was crazy. But I gave him my small phone. I played the recordings. I showed him Ada's notes. I told him about the drawer. The powder. The chanting. Everything. He sat there for a long time. Quiet. No shaking. No breathing hard. Just quiet. Then he stood up and said, "Stay with Ada. Don't say anything yet. I'll handle it." That Sunday, Mama Joy returned from church. Olga was waiting. Calm, as always. He asked her to sit. He locked the door. I don't know exactly what happened in that room. But the shouting started. Then crashing. Then silence. The door opened. Mama Joy ran out, her head tied off, her eyes wide. She pointed at me and screamed, "You told him. You stupid rat." Olga stood behind her, holding the black book. Then he turned to me. His eyes were red. "Pack her things," he said. To be continued. But it didn't end there. Something else was still hiding. Something even Olga didn't know. And when Ada's sickness got worse, and a strange mark appeared on her chest, we all knew Mama Joy's wickedness had gone far. Maybe too far. Will Ada survive? Will the full truth come out? Or is there something even darker hiding in Mama Joy's past? The story isn't over yet.
It's caught in the crossfire.